Fast food isn't just a meal in America. It's a cultural phenomenon. From bustling city streets to quiet suburban neighborhoods, the golden arches and sizzling grills are omnipresent. But why has fast food become such an integral part of American life? Is it merely about convenience, or does it delve deeper into the nation's identity? In this video, we'll explore the historical roots, psychological triggers, and societal factors that have cemented fast food's place in American culture. Stay tuned as we uncover the layers behind America's fast food obsession. The story of fast food in America isn't just about burgers and fries. It's a reflection of how the country grew, how it moved and lived. After World War II, the United States underwent massive transformation. With the economy booming and soldiers returning home, families spread into newly built suburbs. At the same time, car ownership exploded. People were driving more than ever, and that changed the way they ate. Enter the drive-in restaurant, a new, exciting concept where speed met convenience. Fast food chains like White Castle, A&W, and later McDonald's weren't just feeding people. They were selling a lifestyle. One where dinner could be ready in minutes, and consistency was king. Whether you were in California or Kansas, the food would taste the same, and that familiarity was comforting in a rapidly changing world. By the 1950s and 60s, America had fallen in love with speed. Assembly lines built cars faster. Suburban homes popped up overnight, and restaurants followed suit. McDonald perfected the speedy service system, streamlining kitchen operations to serve hundreds of customers in record time. It wasn't just innovation, it was efficiency elevated to a national value. Television only amplified this cultural shift. In the golden age of TV, fast food commercials were everywhere. Jingles got stuck in people's heads. Characters like Ronald McDonald became household names. Children grew up associating fast food with fun, family outings, and childhood memories. Eating out became less of an occasion and more of a habit, one that spanned generations. Even architecture played a role. Golden arches, neon signs, and playful mascots were designed to be seen from the highway at 65 miles per hour. These visual cues turned into landmarks, guiding travelers and families alike toward their next quick bite. But underneath all this convenience was something deeper. Fast food wasn't just responding to American life, it was shaping it. It influenced how people scheduled their days, where they stopped on road trips, even how cities were planned. In a country driven by time, productivity, and motion, fast food fit right in. What began as a roadside novelty quickly became a cultural pillar. Fast, reliable, affordable, and unmistakably American. Life in America moves fast, sometimes too fast for a home-cooked meal. With packed schedules, long commutes, and the constant juggle of work and family responsibilities, eating often becomes a task of necessity rather than enjoyment. For millions, fast food isn't a guilty pleasure, it's a solution. According to the CDC, roughly 36.6% of U.S. adults consume fast food on any given day, highlighting just how ingrained it is in daily routines. Fast food fits the rhythm of American life. You can order from your phone, pick it up without leaving your car, and finish it before your next meeting starts. It's food built for multitasking. Whether you're running late for school drop-off or stuck between double shifts, grabbing a burger on the way feels like the only practical option. That speed, paired with accessibility, has made fast food indispensable. But it's not just about time, it's about predictability. In an unpredictable world, fast food is comfortingly consistent. Whether you're in a city or a small town, you know exactly what you're going to get. That sense of control resonates deeply in a culture where change often feels overwhelming. It's not just about feeding your stomach, it's about stability. Affordability adds another layer to the story. For working-class families, students, or anyone on a tight budget, fast food often feels like the only financially viable choice. Meal deals and value menus provide the illusion of abundance at a low cost. Especially in times of economic downturn, fast food becomes a fallback many can rely on. The rise of technology has supercharged this convenience. Apps that track your preferences, loyalty programs that offer points for every order, and third-party delivery services make fast food even more embedded in people's lives. In many ways, the experience has become frictionless, so easy that skipping it almost feels inconvenient. But with all this convenience comes compromise. Meals have become transactional, less about nourishment or community, and more about speed and function. Nutrition takes a back seat, often replaced with sugar, sodium, and saturated fats. The consequences show up in rising rates of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease across the country. Fast food may match the pace of modern American life, but it also reflects a bigger issue: a culture where time is scarce, stress is high, and shortcuts are survival tools. The question is, what are we losing in the name of convenience? Fast food may have been born in the United States, but it didn't stay there for long. Over the past few decades, American chains like McDonald's, KFC, Subway, and Burger King have stretched their footprints across the globe, planting golden arches in over 100 countries and serving millions every day. This global expansion isn't just about feeding people, it's about exporting a lifestyle, one that represents convenience, freedom, and a taste of the so-called American dream. In many parts of the world, an American fast food meal isn't seen as ordinary. It's aspirational. In developing economies, eating at McDonald's can symbolize progress, global connection, and upward mobility. For younger generations in cities across Asia, Africa, and Latin America, hanging out in a fast food restaurant is more than a meal. It's a social experience, a symbol of modern living, and in some cases, a marker of class. But while fast food adapts to local cultures, think McSpaghetti in the Philippines, shrimp burgers in Japan, or paneer wraps in India, the core values of speed, efficiency, and standardized service remain intact. This blending of flavors may seem like cultural exchange on the surface, but critics argue it often masks a deeper issue: the erosion of traditional foodways. As these chains grow, they don't just introduce new foods, they gradually reshape eating habits. Local dishes passed down through generations are replaced by combo meals and value menus. Family dinners give way to individual on-the-go meals. The very act of eating, once deeply tied to cultural rituals and community, becomes a solo experience designed for speed. Health concerns have followed closely behind. As fast food becomes more accessible, so do the risks associated with it: obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Countries that once had low rates of diet-related illnesses are now grappling with rising numbers, prompting governments and health advocates to push back. Some cities, like Sao Paulo and Seoul, have attempted to regulate advertising or limit fast food near schools. Others are promoting awareness campaigns to protect local food traditions and educate citizens about nutrition. Despite the backlash, fast food's influence continues to grow. It's more than just a global business model. It's a cultural force. What started as a uniquely American invention has become a global phenomenon, reshaping not only how the world eats, but how it views modernity, identity, and even success. The question now isn't whether fast food will stay, it's how much of the world's culture it will consume along the way. Fast food may be convenient, affordable, and delicious, but the health consequences are staggering. Behind every combo meal lies a mix of high calories, saturated fats, added sugars, and excessive sodium. Regular consumption of these foods is closely linked to a range of chronic health issues, including obesity, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. According to the CDC, fast food consumption is consistently associated with higher caloric intake and poorer overall diet quality, especially among adults under 40. It's not just about personal choice, it's about access. In many low-income neighborhoods, fast food chains are often the most readily available food option. These areas, commonly known as food deserts, lack supermarkets or grocery stores with fresh produce, whole grains, and lean proteins. When a double cheeseburger costs less than a bag of apples, the decision becomes economic, not just nutritional. The result? higher rates of diet-related diseases in underserved communities, particularly among Black and Latino populations. This isn't a small-scale issue. It's a national public health crisis. Obesity rates have tripled in children and doubled in adults over the last few decades. Heart disease remains the leading cause of death in the United States, and medical costs tied to obesity-related illnesses total over $147 billion annually. The burden disproportionately affects the most vulnerable, perpetuating a vicious cycle of poor health, limited resources, and reduced opportunities. In response, public health advocates are stepping in. Educational campaigns in schools, community nutrition programs, and food labeling initiatives are working to raise awareness about the hidden dangers in fast food. Some cities have introduced restrictions on junk food advertising, particularly targeting children. Others have pushed for calorie disclosures and sugar taxes in an attempt to discourage unhealthy eating habits. Even within the fast food industry, change is brewing. Chains like McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Panera have added salads, grilled options, plant-based alternatives, and smaller portion sizes in response to consumer demand for healthier choices. But critics argue these are surface-level fixes. Healthy options exist, but high-fat, high-sugar items still dominate the menu. At the heart of the issue is a cultural shift. For decades, fast food has been marketed as a quick fix to hunger and a solution to modern life. But convenience has a price, and that price is often paid in long-term health consequences. Understanding these hidden costs is essential. It empowers individuals to make better choices and pushes society to rethink how food, health, and equity intersect in everyday life. Fast food is a cornerstone of American culture, rooted in convenience and speed. But the hidden health costs are undeniable. If this video gave you new insight, hit like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth looks at cultural trends. Your support fuels our exploration of the forces shaping society, and we can't wait to share more with you.